Hey guys, it's Eitan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are making a mixed berry pavlova. So the story behind this recipe is that my birthday is in April, so a few years ago it fell out on Passover, so I couldn't have a birthday cake. Instead, I made this pavlova recipe, and since then this is our family's just favorite cake all year round. It is super easy to make. The bases are made with meringue. Right over here I have 8 egg whites I'm going to add straight into our stand mixer. I'm going to start beating this on medium and then slowly increase it to high because we want to get soft peaks. All right, as you can see, it's still kind of yellowish, but as we incorporate more air, it's going to become nice and fluffy and white. And when it gets to the soft peak stage, we're going to slowly add in our sugar and our potato starch. So our eggs are now almost at the soft peak stage, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sugar over here, I'm going to add in our potato starch. You can also use cornstarch if you have that instead to incorporate that. Okay, so our eggs have beaten up until the soft peak stage, and now we're going to add in our sugar and potato starch mixer slowly as it becomes stiff peaks. You want to make sure you add it in nice and slowly. You don't want to add it all in at once. Okay, that is done. It is looking great. It has that nice like marshmallowy texture that I just love about meringues. All right, let's get that off there. Look at this. This is what is meant by stiff peaks. See that? You have that stiff peak right there. That is what you're looking for the perfect meringue, or in this case, pavlova. I'm gonna grab a spatula, and now we're gonna pour this evenly onto the 2 baking sheets, and then we're gonna spread them out. What I'm doing right now is I'm having them onto these 2 baking sheets. You wanna get even amounts on both sides, and then we're gonna shape them. So first, just get it even. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. All right. That looks good. They look pretty even. Now what you want to do is you want to shape them into kind of like big rounds. So I'll show you what I mean. Just like this. And you want them to look pretty similar. Some pavlovas you kind of like pipe to make them look like super perfect, but I think that like rustic, just spatula look is what you want to do. All right, that is looking great. And you do want them to be pretty thick because that's what's going to kind of make the layers of our pavlova. So leave them pretty thick, but make sure you get them even so that they cook evenly in the oven. All right, that looks so good. Also, one little tip that I like to do is try to kind of smooth it out a little bit. If you have like little peaks of the meringue, they can kind of overcook in the oven. So you want it to be pretty smooth. All right, these are looking great. Now I'm gonna pop these into my oven that I've been preheating to 225 degrees. We're gonna bake them off for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, then turn off the oven, let them cool for about 15-20 minutes. Then we're gonna whip up some whipped cream, and then it's time to assemble our pavlova. All right, so our pavlovas are almost done baking, and now it is time to make the homemade whipped cream. If you've never made homemade whipped cream before, it is the easiest thing ever, and you're never gonna go back to the store-bought. Over here I have 2 pints of heavy whipping cream, or just heavy cream. Sometimes they have different names in the stores, so either one works. All right, now we're gonna lift up our mixer, and you wanna start this on low and then slowly increase it. If you start on high, you're just gonna have heavy cream everywhere. So start on slow and then slowly increase it to high. As you can see, it's now thickened up, and to this we're going to add in some powdered sugar for a little bit of sweetness. Also, we're going to go in there with a little bit of vanilla extract for some flavor. Now, we want to let this mix up until it gets nice and thick. All right, that is it. It is now come together. That's how easy it is to make homemade whipped cream. It sounds for some reason like super intimidating, but it is so easy. I mean, look at that. Do you not just want to eat that by the spoonful? Like, I just want to top this on everything. But we're going to top this on our pavlova because they are done baking. I'm going to get them out of the oven, and then it's time to assemble the pavlova. All right, our pavlovas have finished baking. Let's place them down. And now it's the best time. It is time to assemble our pavlova. So to start, right here I have a cake stand, and we're gonna add on our first pavlova. Be very gentle, right onto there. Now we're gonna layer it with some of a homemade whipped cream that we just prepared. All right, get that all on there. All right, like that, spread it around. Ooh, this is looking so good already. Nice thick layer on there, that is looking great. Now we're gonna top it with the other meringue. Oh, this is looking so good. Then we're gonna go with some more of that whipped cream. Now, for the top layer, you actually kind of want to make a little hole in the center. I'll show you what I mean. This is what's gonna hold all of our berries. So spread it around, then in the center here, you wanna make a little kind of indent or hole, which is then gonna let us add on our berries. All right, now let's add on our berries. So right over here, I have some blueberries, some raspberries, whatever type of berries you have or that are in season, you can go with. Or really, you can actually top pavlovas with anything. All right, now let's go with some strawberries. You know, have fun with it. Whatever you think will look good. All right, that's looking so good. All right, want to go some more of these. All right, check this out. We have our finished pavlova. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. It is now my favorite time. It is time to dig in. You gotta get a little bit of fruit, some of the meringue, some of the whipped cream, everything onto there. All right, look at that. Time to dig in. Wow, that just tastes so good. You have the marshmallowy meringues with the creamy whipped cream, the berries, it all comes together into one amazing dessert that I would be so happy to eat on my birthday. If you guys want the recipe, it is in the description box below. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more awesome cooking videos. All right, I'm gonna go eat like this whole cake.